When it comes to your work, Paul, shooting the NHL, how do you make sure you keep it fresh? You shoot 20 to 25 games a year plus playoffs, and you had a very, very long playoffs this year, obviously getting with the Oilers all the way to the final. How do you keep it fresh and consistent and try new things throughout a season? Because I think when you get to the point of shooting more than 10 games in a year, I can't imagine being a team photographer shooting 82 hockey games in a year. But 20 to 25 games is a lot. Like I shoot maybe 5 or 6. I shot a lot more because it's the playoffs, but when you shoot that many games in a year, how do you keep it fresh on your end when you're shooting a team like the Oilers?
One of the things that I'm very, very lucky for with my position as an LSC is that I'm not shooting for press. So there's a lot of guidelines that, like Jason, who's shooting for CP, or, he's going to have 2 faces and the puck have to be in every single photo.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Or whatever the guidelines are that they need for, for this. And there's, if you're a news photographer, and you're shooting for whoever, sometimes there's a lot of different, very specific things that you need in order for that photo to be successful for them. I get to take a photo of Zach Hyman's glove, and send that to the Oilers social team, and
they're like,
this is sick, So I'm awarded so much leniency for what I can do creatively that really and truly it's looking at people like Erica or, looking at other photo, video, sports creators to just be like, hey, they did that in a basketball game. I want to see if I could do something like that in a hockey game, or honestly, the repetition, it's nice to have new players and it's nice to have, I know Stuart Skinner will flip his hair before putting on his mask.
You love Stuart Skinner.
Every time at this point. And
guy.
There we go. Yeah. So I know that if I'm shooting, I can shoot that hair flip from 3 different locations and get 3 different shots of the same moment, but I can make it look different. And a lot of it comes down, for me, and I'm sure Erica can echo this sentiment, is that it's just composition is everything. And it's building off different types of photos, even if it's the same thing, composing it in a different way, going tight, going loose, trying out all of that type of stuff. So just it's hard to shoot 20 games of the same athletes, but at the same time, you're awarded 20 games to try new things, which is
a privilege, to say the least.
And that's the best part about sports is every game's different.
Yeah.
So you're not here we go again.
Yeah. And you'll find different stuff. I'll be having bench access next year, which is going to be amazing. You try this thing in the tunnel and shout out to Chase, but that guy gives me a battery in my back to just be looking at how he shoots video really changes a lot of how I want to shoot photos, because he has a completely different brain that's working around how he wants to shoot stuff. So if I'm oh shit, that's so sick. I'll be how can I do something like that?